Ember. Oh my goodness, did we just smack her? The following subjects are present in this story: psychological and verbal violence, gaslighting, shoo-shoo, self-harm, child abuse, substance use. There you guys go. There's your warning. I left it up here just so I can read it to you guys. You guys can also take it in yourselves. I have not fixed anything in the game yet because, I wanted y'all to see the warnings. But welcome to Give It a Minute. Give it a minute? Question mark? Please select the language. Sorry, I thought the name was gonna pop up on the screen. Just give it a second, okay? It's English. Welcome to Hydrangea. Hi. If you're new here, I'm Voyia. I play a variety of games, and if you want me to play something, please don't hesitate to ask. Also, hi. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, I'm noticing something that's bothering me a little bit, that my mouse is kind of skipping across the screen, and it's worrying me that this game isn't going to work. So if it doesn't, you guys won't see this anyway. But if you're new here and you do see this, I hope you consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. Now, I have to fix the sound, so give me a second. Okay. Without further ado, and let me make sure this is turned up well, because, I want you guys to hear the voice just well. Because I'm going to probably turn the music down anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Because the music be booming sometimes in these games. And fixing the other stuff. And again, I hope you guys are just having a wonderful day. I don't have anything else to say. I haven't played this game. There is voice acting in it, and you guys saw the warning. So without further ado, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get started. The story is fiction, but the feelings expressed in it are not. Remember, there is a human being behind the words you read. There y'all go. So it looks like it's okay, I guess. Okay, I got flowers. There's no need to be nervous. Ember. So I don't know if Ember's the main character or anything. I did see a picture of a character, but again, I don't know. As I walk up to the 4th floor of my local hospital, East Ward, I am greeted by the sight of mostly empty hallways. There is no sound either, by the way. The weight of the flowers in my hand did little to alleviate the knot of nervousness tightening in my stomach. My sweetheart recently fell ill with a rare disease. I've been coming to visit every day since the day of the hospitalization. Oh no, I'm sorry, honey. Jesus. Hospitals are not fun places. I'm still not used to walking around here. It feels as if I'm invading someone's home. Sometimes, so I used to be in a hospital a lot. I was always sick. It was either some kind of stomach thing. I constantly kept getting the flu. It was a lot. I was told I had asthma at one point. I don't have asthma. I got checked. It's always good to get a second opinion no matter what. I don't have asthma, but I was diagnosed with asthma and everything else you can think of under the sun. It was just crazy. It was insane. It was a whole lot. And I've always felt that way too, especially when you have to share a room with somebody. I feel like, and they're already in there, I felt like as if I was invading their privacy. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Excuse me? Who are you? Are you visiting someone? A nurse exiting one of the rooms raised an eyebrow as she spotted me nervously walking around. I took a deep breath, attempting to steady my nerves. Sorry. My name is, Ember. I'll keep it Ember. I'll just change it to she, her. Because that's the name that the creator put up there, so that is the name that will stay. Also, I'm going to, my sweetheart looks like this. Oh, the sweetheart is so cute. And my sweetheart's name is you. His pronouns will be he, them. Oh, he's so cute. I'm sorry. Both of them were cute, but, I'm just going to choose the guy just because. Just because. There was no other reason. I'm going to fix the screen real quick. Give me a second. For me, it's kind of weird. So give me a second. Okay, I think I fixed it. I also need to grab my glasses. y'all know I never can find them. So like I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna grab my glasses, and then I'll never find them. Oh, Ember, you was staying in room 402, right over here. With a nod, she gestures towards the room, granting me permission to enter. Okay. What lovely flowers, hydrangeas. I think that's how that you pronounce it. Correct me respectfully, but the reason why I know these is because outside of my school, they used to have some of these too. I loved looking at them. It wasn't a lot of them, but they were like around a tree, kind of. And they're out of the ordinary. They were like the weird flower that I saw in the distance, and I asked my teacher what they were, and I think she's like hydrangeas, or something like hydrangeas, something like that. Entering the room, the stark contrast between the dull tones of the hallway and the vibrant hues within made my smile blue. Excuse me. The early morning filtered through the curtains, casting a glow upon the surroundings.
Thank you for coming to see me again.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh my goodness. You greeted me warmly, a smile dancing on his lips as he waved from the comfort of his bed. I carefully arranged a small bouquet of hydrangeas. I hope I said that right. It's not rolling off the tongue for me. His favorite flower, into a vase beside his bed. Of course. Excuse me. How are you feeling, you? You forces a weak smile. His features were looking less pale than the last time I came to visit. The room adorned with flowers and gifts exuded a warmth that seemed to be working wonders on his recovery. And if the empty food tray on his lap tells the truth, then Yu has recovered his appetite as well.
I can't stand being in here for a second longer.
No. Yu limited with a hint of sadness, casting a disdainful glance at the thin sheet covering his body.
Every day, it's the same thing. Tests and more tests. Experts that come to examine me like I'm some kind of exhibition at a zoo.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Yu. I hate that too. I know the doctors are doing their job and stuff, and that's why when doctors come and constantly poke and prod at you, I try, especially me when I'm in the hospital, I try not to be that person like, oh my God, get out my room, stop coming in here, leave me alone. But it's like, that's how you feel sometimes. Like, you're tired of being poked and stuff. You feel like an experiment, but they have to figure out what's wrong with you, especially if you come in with unknown symptoms. Again, if some of y'all know, some of y'all don't. I was training to be a nurse at one point. I quit it just because, to put it bluntly, like, I hate saying it this way, but from what it was described to me when I went to therapy, it's like I had like a mental breakdown, basically. I couldn't take it. I was seeing the bad, the bad out of the job more than anything. And so I was taught wrong going into the field. So when I went in, I had an expectation that it didn't work out for me. But yeah, even working in it and stuff, it's just like a lot of people get that way. Like they feel like an experiment. They feel like they're being poked and they're tired of it. They get tired of it. They yell at you. They don't mean to take it out on you, but when you're sick and the doctors and nurses can't come up with a reason, and you can't come up with a reason, or if your treatment requires them to poke at you all the dang time, I was gonna say all the, I was gonna cuss, all the dang time, then you would be like, this is annoying. I'd rather die. Like, that's how a lot of people be feeling, and you shouldn't feel that way. As you spoke, a sudden fit of coughing seized him, and the petals of the flowers scattered in the air. The coughing's not gone?
It's okay. Don't worry.
You reassured me, wiping away the flower petals that clung to his face. Once again, he summoned a weak smile. I know it'll go away soon. Okay, I think that was you that was talking, but it didn't talk. You had not been able to leave the hospital at all ever since the symptoms first began.
With you.
Ember, by my side. Sorry, he didn't finish reading, so I was finishing reading for him. It was only yesterday that the hospital staff was able to confirm his diagnosis.
I feel like I can do anything.
Oh, you're so sweet. I must stay by his side, no matter what, through every exam and medication or procedure, until he can leave the hospital and go back to his normal life. After all, Ember.
You love me, don't you?
Aw, of course I do.
I love you too.
This is so sweet. I did turn it down like in my headset, but I hope it's still loud enough for you guys to hear. It's my fault that he's sick, because I was foolish enough to doubt him. And now he's here, being poked and prodded, suffering through unimaginable pain. It's my fault. I'm sorry, you. I'm sorry.
Please, don't be sad.
But even though I'm an idiot, you accept me and comforts me. You is the one who cannot leave his bed, yet here I am, holding back the tears threatening to spill down my cheeks.
Shh. There. It'll be alright.
Oh, you. You held my hand close to his chest and patted it softly as he whispered reassurance.
This is a charm my mom would do to me and my sibling when we were anxious.
The fabric of his thin gown clung to his frame, fragile and delicate, as if it might dissolve with the lightest touch. In the midst of this vulnerability, you maintained a gentle expression.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
No. Song does that for me. I always, all I do is be like, can I get reinsurance, please? And he'll, yes, I am a baby when it comes to Song. He is just, ooh, I think about that man all the time. And, he's just so perfect. And I ask for reinsurance and he always gives it to me and tell me everything's okay. And I'm just like, I'll melt in your hand. I love that man. An endlessly kind and understanding person like him still gazes at me with such affection. He stroked my hand half a dozen times and then pressed his lips against my palm.
There you go. All your anxieties are fading away. I took it all out. You feel lighter now, don't you?
No. As soon as he said that, I found myself letting out a breath I did not know I had been holding. The air feels clearer.
See? The charm never fails.
Just being with him is a blessing. The sun's setting. I have to leave, or the nurses will kick me out again. So you said Ember. Sorry, I was going to say Ember and my name, but my name is Ember. This is you. I want to stay, but I should let him rest. Lean in. Can we get kissies? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, look, don't judge me. Lean in. Ember? I can't leave you without a goodbye kiss. Can I kiss you? You blushes red like a strawberry, looking everywhere but at me.
Huh?
What if it's contagious? You brought his hands up to his face, covering his cheeks and shaking his head back and forth. I don't care.
Jeez.
You should. It's always been so easy to make you blush. He's cute in a way that makes me want to protect him. The desire to take his hand away from his face and share a kiss intensified. Okay, that's all right. If I'm too pushy, you will run away like a deer. A very adorable one. Yeah, we don't look, consent is key on here. We're gonna keep saying that, okay? A lot of people don't understand that, but listen, you ask for consent before you put your lips on somebody, especially, I mean, even if you're in a relationship. A lot of people be like, you know, we're in a relationship, I've seen you naked, I've kissed you before, I've hugged you before, and it's still okay to ask for consent. So I'm proud of you, Amber. I'm proud of you. We've been taking things slowly. It's still new, this relationship. See you, Amber. Yeah. Bye-bye. I approached the door, its hinges creaking softly as it swung open. Oh, goodbye, you. Turning back one last time, my gaze lingered on you, who offered a smile. He waved. Bye-bye. I'll be okay. The medicine is helping tons. Let me know what you learn in class and teach it to me when you come back. Okay? A nod of agreement passing between us, and I mouthed an apology. Bye. Oh, this is so sweet. I don't know what kind of game this is because, again, I try to stray away from like the what you call it, the description box of certain games, because I've had certain games ruin like stuff for me, and then when I read it and I'm just reading it, they'll be like, "Oh, why? You sound like you didn't enjoy the game." Or like, "Yeah, but I already knew the ending, so you know, I like surprises." I knew what was gonna happen in the ending, so why wouldn't be surprised? I mean, that's just how I am. I like surprises, so I don't read the description box. The only thing I do try to read is how long the game is. If it has voice acting, sometimes I miss that part because it'd be in the description, or you know, the warnings, just so I can warn you guys what's ahead. Hey, did you hear about the patient in room 402 over in the East Wing? That's the one with the rare disease? Sorry, illness. It's not disease. That's it. Everyone at the attending lounge is talking about it. Excuse me? I bumped past the noisy staff blocking my way to the hospital cafeteria. If there's one thing that I've learned those past days I've been going to and from the facility, is that there's no end to the gossip. A lot of what I overhear is from this very place. While waiting for their turn in line, doctors and nurses alike seem to be unable to keep to themselves. Doctor-patient confidentiality is dead in this building. Do you think it's the person who's been I quickly plopped down the lackluster meal of mashed potatoes and an old hamburger onto my plate. Hospital food is completely tasteless. Those bleak white walls manage to drain every bit of flavor from the ingredients in each meal. To be fair, the reason why they keep it so bland and is because a lot of people that come to the hospital typically can't have salt. Not a lot of people. Some people be there for like a broken arm or something like that. But if you're there for like a broken arm or something like that, you don't have to, I mean, yeah, you can still complain, but they keep it bland because, like, what if you're in there for high blood pressure or something like that? I didn't know that at first. I got told that by the cafeteria people, that they're like, yeah, they tell us to keep the food kind of, you know, bland, but we can give you salt as long as you can have salt. We can give you salt and stuff, but you know how the older people be in there and be like, this food is nasty. That, you know, that's probably why they're saying that, is because they keep the food so bland. Not like I've had much of an appetite lately. To my shame, I didn't believe Yu's claim to his diagnosis at first. The very concept of such a bizarre illness existing outside of the world of fiction sounded bizarre and even unscientific. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of illnesses in this world that we don't even know about until we hear that somebody, hold on, guys, zip up my onesie. I just saw it was down. Um, until like somebody like reveals that, yeah, we have this illness and stuff. So it's like, it's crazy. It's a lot that be going on in this world that, you know, we just gotta stay safe from. Until I heard it from the several doctors looking after him with my own ears. Okay. I've hurt you over and over again. The fact swims and swirls around my brain over and over in the endless loop that weighs down my shoulders and sends searing pain through my chest. It's all my fault. I'm the one who did this to him.
Hey, are you not eating that?
Who's talking to me? Hello? A voice interrupted my self-reflection, pulling me back to the present. Ah! I look up rapidly at the source of the voice that had called out to me. For a single moment, I thought I was seeing things. Oh! Yua? Yua? I'll call you Yua. It sounds pretty. Confirm. But what I had thought at the half second between where my brain and my eyes managed to connect, of course, it was impossible.
When was the last time you had a proper meal?
Oh, you look exactly like you, and the fact that your name is Yua, makes me question, are y'all brother and sister? It was not you that stood before me, but his sibling. Okay, he does have a sister. Still wearing their school uniform, I don't understand why they're here. I'm fine, Yua.
You're driving yourself sick. Please, at least try to eat a little.
No, I'm not sick. You is. You is sick. You is the one who needs help. Do you think you would want you to starve yourself? So sometimes the voice reads, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe it's because I have the text up high that it's not reading it, but I don't know. I remained silent. Yua sat down in front of me, pointing sternly at the messy goop that was the cafeteria's attempt at a portion of mashed potatoes. Yua has always been like this, ever since I first met them and you. But now, their usual behavior infuriated me. Why haven't you visited you?
The hamburger is pretty good once you get to the tomatoes. Try it.
They ignored my question. The person at the reception desk told me I am the only one who come to see him today.
Right.
So why don't you go see your brother? If your brother's in the hospital, go visit your brother, unless you guys got some bad blood between each other. And then I can understand being there for someone from a distance. But if there's no bad blood between you guys, go visit your dang brother, okay? When people are sick, they need all the support they possibly can have. The part-time job excuse is not going to work this time. I know very well that today is one of Yua's free days. What are you doing here? Showing concern for me, yet none at all for their brother. If it were my family, I would have not been leaving Yu's side for even a second. Absolutely. There's also their father, who hasn't been here either. It makes no sense.
How much have you researched about the illness?
They asked, finally meeting my eyes. Why do you ask? Do you care at all? We were close, Yua and I. It was thanks to them that I was able to confess my feelings to you, and with their support, we began to go out. But now, looking at them, I feel that our relationship has become one lower than strangers. The days where I considered them my closest friend feel like another lifetime. Well, are you gonna say why you haven't visited your brother yet? The anger that simmers within me travels from my chest to my fingers. Ember. Oh my goodness, did we just smack her? Unable to control myself, I banged both my hands on the table. You are recoiled. Oh my god. Are we gonna slap her? Like, I can tussle with the best. Like, and I'm also one of those people that when I do tussle, I never forget. So I come back over and over again. The impact sent my food spilling out onto the table. I grimaced. It was not my intentions to create a scene. I'm not speaking to you until you apologize to you. My voice shook. My hands clenched into a fist, longed to grab and shake Yua's shoulders until they realized the gravity of the situation. It was a need so guttural, so raw, Unable to contain myself, I grabbed their shoulders. Somehow I held myself back. We need to maintain control. Also, I need to figure out how many endings is to this game too. The situation has affected me in ways I never thought possible. I can't let my emotions get the best of me. I'm not that kind of person to push or pull others around. I have to go home. I got up and turned around.
Stop it.
You want me to stop? You won't even go see your brother. Why should I listen to you? You won't listen to me. You needs you too. Go see him. Let's make a deal then, Yua said, crossing their arms. I raised an eyebrow at them. I'll see you if you go to class tomorrow. You're kidding.
Listen.
No. The teachers and our classmates were worried about you. You skipped 3 days straight. You don't have to stay for class. Just go see them and explain what's going on with you. I couldn't believe my ears. You're going to see your very sick family member if I go to school. Do you hear yourself? Their family, when we met, they got along just fine. I'm leaving. Ember, you were called out, but it was evident that the deal was not happening. Absolutely not. They shook their head, looking down at the remains of my meal on the table. I'm not making a deal with you to go to school and so you can go see your sick brother. Either you want to go see your sick brother or you don't want to go see your sick brother. That's not my fault. Yua's gaze never left my back as I walked away. I ignored it. The building's exit was right nearby, and I made my way towards it. Is it a new day? Somehow my feet, heavy with guilt and regret, brought me to the hospital's exit. I understand now what's really important to me. You. If I had realized this before, he wouldn't have gotten so ill. Everything else, the trivial concern that had occupied my mind, paled in comparison. It all comes second to his happiness. And sorry if you guys, I'm losing my voice. I have a cold and it just came and hit me all at once. And if I sound a little different, it's just because I'm recording from my bedroom, in bed, like feet propped up and everything, in a onesie. The following day arrived. A sense of urgency propelled me to use room as soon as the hospital regulations permitted. Hi there, come to see him again? Upon my arrival, the same nurse from the previous day greeted me with a warm smile. Aw, yeah. The nurse helpfully opened the door for me. Is he in here? Is he awake? Come visit, won't come visit. Come visit, won't come visit. Today, you wasn't finishing a meal like last time. Instead, I spotted him plucking the petals off one of the many flowers he had been gifted. Hey, you really like your fortune-telling charms, huh? I ventured into the room, breaking the cadence of Yu's ritual.
Huh?
Ember, don't spook me like that. Unbeknownst to him, I had already taken the liberty of arranging a new bouquet of hydrangeas in a vase. Well, at least she brought some more for you so you can pluck at. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. You carefully set down the flowers, shaking his head.
Oh.
So, again, it is light voice acting in here, so you're just going to probably hear, like, you know, them read sometimes, them say something sometimes, but not all the time. I can't help it. It's the only thing that calms me down. Fortune telling has always been a youth's chosen way of calming his nerves. He likes it a lot. You told me that they aren't always correct, though. Yes, on the day we started going out, my flower fortune telling had told me it wouldn't work out.
Yes.
It's not the results I care about. It's more the relief it gives me. The serenity of his words resonate with me, prompting a soft chuckle. You're prepared for me to not like you back? Yeah, that very morning, I wrote down a script of how I would react, so I wouldn't start crying right away. Oh no! Poor little you, he thought that we were gonna turn him down. He's such a cutie pie. Cute. Yua was so annoyed. They had convinced me to leave the script at home and be myself. The mention of Yua's name made my smile falter. They didn't want to say it out loud, but Yu noticed the change immediately. He leaned in closer. Are you still fighting with Yua? I didn't want to bring this up. Yu is going through enough already. I shouldn't rub in how his family doesn't care enough to visit. I guess. I shrug. Did he just bonk me? You keep your hands to yourself. A gentle impact on my head jolted me, courtesy of Yu, wielding the remains of the flowers he had been plucking. Hey! I protest, rubbing the spot where the floral's assault had landed.
Jeez.
You can't fight. You're best friends. I'm upset, aren't you? Bunk, bunk. No bunking, Ember. I laughed at his clumsy attempt to call me out, but Yu wasn't finding it very funny. You need to make up with Yua. It's not right that you're still not talking. But, please, please, Ember. Please. So, I'm a very forgiving person. Me personally, I would go talk to them. So I'm gonna pick talk to them. Fine. For you. When you makes a request with those big puppy dog eyes, I can't say no.
We don't know what's going on in their head. And knowing my sibling, they're worried about things they shouldn't be thinking about. When I get out of here, I want things to be just like they were before.
Oh, you. When you say it like that, I have no choice but to go and forgive her.
Including the three of us hanging out and laughing together. Like family.
You. We were close. I considered them my best friend. That's the truth. Yesterday, I was so angry. The fact didn't move me at all. But now I understand. I should apologize. I was not nice to them in the cafeteria. Yua and their father must have their own circumstances. I'm glad you agree. It's thanks to you that I can see that now. He's my angel. I can't believe I ever thought otherwise. Do you love me, Ember? Of course. Of course I do.
Yes.
I love you too. So much. Oh, he just wants his little family back together. He wants his, his sister, and me to make up and we be family again. Oh, that's so sweet. This ritual that we do of confirming the love we hold for each other, I believe it is helping Yu's symptoms, steadily getting better with each visit. I can see it from his complexion. The color is returning to his cheeks day by day. That is why I have to keep going. Even if I miss out on some sleep or homework or class, that's not as important. Little by little, I'll build back the trust I took away from you. Oh, that's so sweet. After a heartfelt conversation with you, I bid my goodbyes for the moment. Oh no. Oh no, you. Why? Oh, what's happening? Don't make me cry. I will freaking cry. Well, I think it's best if we leave it at that. There will be multiple parts of this game. I'll make a playlist of it so you guys can watch it and see it and stuff. I'll probably upload this day by day and stuff and keep going on and on. So thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. I hope you guys had a fantastic time with me. I hope you consider liking the video, commenting, I don't know, your favorite flower. Just comment your favorite flower and subscribe. And I mean the boys too. Yes, boys can have their favorite flowers as well. Um yeah, this was a really good game. This is a really good game so far. I'm scared on what's going to happen, and probably in part 2 I'll let you guys know how many endings there's going to be. Again, I'm sick myself, so I cannot do these hour-long videos because otherwise I would keep going. But yeah, I'm kind of struggling myself with coughing and sneezing. And I also have to go do a schmoschmid test just to make sure, because some of my family ended up with it. So I'm a little scared about that one too. So thank you guys so much. I truly appreciated it. Pray for me. And I'll see all you guys in the next episode. Peace and love. Stay safe out there, everybody. Bye.